certified vinyasa yoga instructor, and this is gonna be a 30-minute core yoga class. So I'll be offering modifications and variations to all the poses and the exercises, and I'll be doing everything on my mat right here, so feel free to follow along. So let's get started today in a child's pose. So let's make our knees as wide as the mat. Let's send our hips all the way back, walk your hands all the way forward, and rest your forehead onto the ground. Beginning by just centering ourselves to our mats and finding a moment of stillness. Begin to deepen your breath. Centering our mind and centering our breath to our mats today. Taking this class just to focus on yourself and to better yourself. Crawl your fingertips a little more forward so we find a deep stretch underneath our arms. And maybe just relax a bit deeper into this child's pose. And before we begin with our exercises and our poses, I just want you to express a phrase of gratitude. That could just be that you're grateful for being able to come to your mat, or that you're grateful for being able to better yourself by practicing yoga. Repeat one phrase to yourself to carry with you through the rest of the class. Take a big inhale here, fill up with good energy. And then take a full exhale out of the mouth, let all that air go. Another big inhale, filling up. Full exhale, emptying out. Last one here, big inhale. Seal the lips, exhale through the nose, Ujjayi breath. Continuing this breath throughout our practice to help connect our mind to our body. This class will focus on the core, as the core is the center of all our strength and our balance. We'll be strengthening it through every pose, balancing out the body as well as the mind. Big inhale here. On your exhale, just roll up to a tabletop position. I want you to find your hands right underneath the shoulders and the knees right underneath the hips. Spread your fingers out wide, set your gaze to the front of the mat. Engage the core up towards the spine. Inhale, drop your stomach to the mat, look all the way towards the ceiling for cow pose. On your exhale, press through the hands, curve the spine, look at the belly button for cat. Inhale, dropping the stomach down, looking all the way up for cow. On your exhale, curving the spine, looking at your navel for cat. A few more here on your own time. Really think about arching and curving the spine while using our dristi, our gaze. Awesome work. Big inhale here. On your exhale, finding a neutral spine. We'll tuck both feet underneath ourselves. We're gonna take those same cat and cows, but with the knees hovering. So on our inhale, we'll just take a normal cow pose, dropping the stomach down, looking all the way up. And then on the exhale, we'll press through the hands, lift the knees, curve the spine for hovered cat. Nice, dropping the stomach down, looking up on our inhale. On the exhale, curving the spine and lifting the knees for cat. Take 3 more here with your own breath. Beautiful work. Last one. And then we'll just lower the knees on the ground, finding a neutral tabletop position. We'll tuck just the left toes underneath ourselves and extend the leg back. We'll raise that leg to hip height. Once we find this stable base, extend your opposite arm, your right arm forward for bird dog. Extending through that front arm and kicking back through the back heel. Take a big inhale, reach even further. On your exhale, crunch the elbow in towards the knee, look inward. Once again, inhale, extend it out, reach even forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one, inhale, extend it as much as possible. And then lower the hand and lower the knee. And then we'll switch sides. Tucking the right toes, extending them back, raising the leg to hip height. Engaging the core, extend your left arm forward. Once we find this stable base, inhale, reach even longer through the leg and the arm. Exhale, crunch the elbow in towards the knee. Once again, inhale, extending the leg and the arm. Exhale, crunch in, elbow to knee. Last one here, inhale, extend it as much as possible. And then lower the hand, lower the knee. Take a quick child's pose. Hips back once again, hands all the way forward. Just one breath here, big inhale. On your exhale, coming back up to tabletop position. Tuck both feet underneath yourselves. Big inhale to prep. Exhale, hover the knees an inch off of the ground. So we're thinking about locking in here, pressing through all 4 corners of the hands. Let's add some movement into this pose. Stepping back with your feet, and then in to that hovered knee position. Nice, keeping our breath with us here. It can help us balance, help us strengthen the body. Nice, feel the shake, feel the burn, you got it. Maybe speeding up the pace. Awesome. Only here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. On your last one, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Woo! Pedaling the feet out left and right here. If we feel a bit tighter in our hamstrings today, take a generous bend in the knees. Really drop your head all the way towards the mat. Pressing the chest close to the thighs. Sending the shoulders away from the ears. Awesome, down dog. Inhale, come really high on the toes. Roll forward to a plank pose, nice and strong. From there, we'll bend the elbows in, lower your chest onto the mat. From here, snake onto your forearms for a Sphinx pose. Shoulders pressing down, gaze lifting upward. Think about sending your chest through your upper arm bones. We'll stay here or press onto the hands, full cobra. Nice, dristy is raised, lower back is released. Big inhale here. On your exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Walk out your feet a few more times, stretching it out, stretching our hamstrings. Awesome work. Inhale, come behind your toes once again, roll forward to a plank. From here, we're gonna tap one hand to the opposite shoulder, lower it, and then switch sides. Opposite shoulder taps here. Your goal is to maintain a stable base. So not trying to move the hips too much, just the arms. Engaging through the core here, gazes forward. Nice, only here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, you got it. 3, 2, your last one. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Nice work, everyone. Pedaling up the feet. And then inhale, come high on your toes, look forward, walk the feet to the hands. Once the feet meet the hands, take a big bend in the knees, drop your head, grab opposite elbows, ragdoll pose. Feel free to swing side by side, letting it all go. Beautiful work. Release your hands towards the mat. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to come up is your head. All right, let's walk to the front of our mat if we aren't there already. Let's find our feet right underneath the hips. Let's have our palms facing forward, shoulders dropped away from the ears. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead, reach towards the ceiling, extended mountain pose. On the exhale, circle the arms over the legs, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find a nice straight spine, gazes forward. On your exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Awesome. From here, come high on your toes, roll forward to a plank. We'll lower down onto the forearms from here for a forearm plank. So hips are level. We're not trying to hike too much in the hips and we're not trying to drop them down, just nice in the middle. From here, we're gonna roll to the outside of the right foot. Bring your weight into your right forearm for a side plank. Extending the left arm up, reaching it high, lifting through the hips. Gaze is upward here. Nice, think about a string pulling you upward for a big inhale. On the exhale, lower the top arm, rotate back to a forearm plank. Step back onto the hands and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal up the feet a few more times. Beautiful. Drop that left heel to the mat. Inhale, sweep the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. On your exhale, we'll crunch that right knee to nose all the way forward and then plant the foot in between the hands. So we'll take a big bend into the front knee here. Come really high on the back foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up, high crescent lunge. Shoulders drop down, core engage, stretch high through the arms. Bring your hands to heart center. From here, we're gonna twist over towards the right, looking back, and then twist over towards the left. Just testing our balance here, testing our stability. Think about engaging the inner thighs together towards the midline. Nice, take a few more here. Center, raise your arms up high, and then rotate side, warrior two. So bending into that right knee, looking over at that right hand. Spread the fingers out wide. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, shift up and back. Raising the gaze upward, feeling this nice long stretch, big inhale. Exhale, back up, warrior two. Straighten that right leg. We're gonna reach forward and down, placing the hand right next to the foot or on top of the ankle. Trikonasana triangle pose. Reach high through the top arm. Feel this openness in the chest. Beautiful. Big inhale, maybe open up a bit more. On your exhale, re-bend into the front knee, warrior two. Re-straighten that right leg. We'll rotate both toes to face the long side of the mat. On our inhale, we'll circle the arms up, reaching up overhead. And on our exhale, we're just gonna find straight back here, so you're level towards the ground. Nice and parallel. So our core is engaged here. We're gonna reach our right hand to our left ankle, and then back up to center. Left hand to right ankle, back to center. Just alternating toe taps here. Maybe keeping a slight bend in the knee. Try to come up to that midline position every time with the core engaged. Nice. Really getting into our side obliques here, the sides of our abdominal muscles. Take 2 more rounds. Nice, and on your last one, just fold over your legs, wide-legged forward folds, releasing your head towards the ground, just stretching it out here. Awesome. Feel free to walk your hands through your legs, dropping your head all the way towards the mat. Awesome. 3 breaths here, going for your stretch. Big inhale and wide-legged forward fold. On your exhale, walk your hands towards your right foot. Swivel both feet around so we're in a nice runner's lunge. Keep the left hand planted. Raise the right arm towards the ceiling for an easy twist. Twisting the chest close to the front knee, stretching high through the arm. Big inhale here. On your exhale, release the top arm back towards the mat. Release the bottom knee, the left knee. We're gonna heel toe this right foot, the one that's in front, over to the right side of the mat. We can roll onto the outside of the right foot and lower onto our forearms if it allows for lizard pose. Just try to stretch out the outsides of our hips here. If just staying on your hands is enough for you, stay here. If you want something a little deeper, lowering onto the forearms, maybe pressing into the knee. Just a few breaths here to really go for our hip stretch, a place where we hold so much stress in the body. Awesome. Big inhale in your lizard pose. On your exhale, pressing back onto the hands if you aren't there already. Heel toeing the foot back to center. Tuck the back foot, make your way back to downward facing dog. Let's take a flow here together, and then we'll reset on the other side. Inhale, roll forward to a plank position, nice and strong. On your exhale, bend the elbows in, lower your chest to the mat. Inhale, we'll snake it up to our cobra pose, pressing the shoulders down, raising the gaze upward. And then on your exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Awesome work. Once again, come high on your toes. Roll back forward to that strong plank position. We'll lower one forearm down, then the other for our forearm plank. Nice and strong here. Let's begin to roll to the outside of the left foot, bringing your weight into this left forearm. Raise the right arm up for a nice side plank. Sending the hips up towards the ceiling. Stretching the top arm high, raising the gaze. Breathing here, not holding our breath, just holding a pose. Big inhale. On the exhale, lower the top arm, release back to forearm plank. Press back onto the hands, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Woo, nice work, walk at the feet. Great. Let's send that right heel close towards the mat. Sweep the left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. From there, crunch the left knee to nose all the way forward. Plant the foot in between the palms. Great. So we're gonna bend deep into this front knee. We're gonna rise high up on that back foot, the heel is lifting upward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, high crescent lunge. Shoulders pressing down, gaze lifting upward here. Finding this nice upward expansion through the chest. Let's bring our hands to heart center. We're gonna take those same twists side by side. So we're rotating towards the front leg, looking back. And then rotating towards the other side, testing our balance. Core is engaged. Back to the other side. And rotating back. Nice. 2 more rotations here. Once you're done, meet me back in center. Raise the arms up high, big inhale. On your exhale, rotate side, warrior 2. I'm gonna turn around to face you guys. So we're bending deep into the left knee, looking over at the left hand. Inhale, float the front palm, reverse your warrior, shift up and back. On your exhale, coming back up to warrior 2. Straighten that left leg. Reach forward and down, placing the left hand next to the ankle or on top of the ankle. Reach the right arm up high, Trikonasana triangle pose. Feeling this openness through the chest. Awesome, big inhale here. On your exhale, rebend into the front knee, warrior 2. Re-straighten that left leg, rotate both feet to face the wide side of the mat. Inhale, circle the arms up. On the exhale, clasp the hands behind the back. Drag the palms towards the mat, opening up the shoulders, and then guide your chest towards the ground. So if this is too much for your shoulders, release the clasp of your hands. If not, really go for the shoulder stretch. Beautiful. Big inhale here. Exhale, release your hands towards the mat. 3 breaths here, maybe bend one knee then the other. Stretching it out. And then on your last exhale, walk your hands over towards your left foot, rotate around so we're in a runner's lunge position. Keep that right hand planted, release the left towards the ceiling, easy twist. Stretching high through the top arm, twisting deep, big inhale. Exhale, lower the top arm, lower the right knee towards the mat. From here, we'll heel toe the front foot over to the left side of the mat. Like we did on the other side, roll to the outside of the foot and lower onto your forearms if that feels good for you for our lizard pose. Reminder, you can always stay on your hands if that's comfortable, or maybe deepen the stretch by pressing into the knee. A few breaths here. On your exhale, press back onto the hands if you aren't there already. Heel toe the front foot back to center. Tuck your toes and make your way back to downward facing dog. From there, we'll come high on the toes, look forward, walk the feet to the hands. On our inhale, we'll halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Now in this forward fold, let's connect our big toes together, heels slightly apart. We'll bend through the knees, engage the inner thighs together, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Sitting back and down like we're actually sitting in a chair, stretch high through the arms, raise your chest. Nice, we can even try to lift all 10 toes off of the ground. Nice, from this chair pose, we're gonna take our favorite yoga burpees. Take a big inhale here. On your exhale, release your hands towards the mat. And then we'll step one foot back from the other to a plank. Bend the knees, jump the feet to the hands, raise your chest back up, chair pose. From there, lowering the hands, stepping back, and jumping it in or just stepping the feet in, then to chair pose. So this is on your own time. This is our burnout of class. So take this as fast or as slow as you wish. We'll be here for about a minute. Really trying to sit the hips back in the chair pose. Using the breath. Woo! You got it. Nice work. Take 3 more for me. On your last one, meet me back in chair pose. So hips are sitting down, arms are reaching high, big inhale. On your exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, ragdoll. Feel your heart race here. Awesome work, everyone. Woo. Release the hands towards the mat. We can just release one knee, then the other towards the ground. Sit onto one hip and just rotate both legs forward. You can scooch to the front of the mat. Bring the arms forward like you're reaching for something. Sit up nice and tall, big inhale. On your exhale, lower the spine all the way towards the ground. 1 vertebrae at a time. Once we get there, hug the knees in towards the chest. Rocking side by side. Slowing down our practice right now. After all the hard work our body just did. Keep the right knee hugged in. Extend the left leg long onto your mat. Cross the right knee over the left hip. Extend your right arm to the side, supine twist. Look over at your right hand. Round that right shoulder towards the mat. Big inhale. Exhale, right knee back to center. Switch sides. Hugging the left knee and extending the right leg long. Crossing the left knee over the right hip. Extend the left arm to the side, supine twist. Gaze towards that left hand, ground the left shoulder. Big inhale here. Exhale, come back to center. Hug both knees in for the chest. Let's widen the knees. Take our favorite pose, our happy baby, dragging the knees close to the mat, pressing through the feet, opening up the hips. Feel free to straighten one leg then the other. Big inhale. On your exhale, hug the knees back in. Lower the feet. Connect the soles of the feet together. Let your knees fall to the outsides of the mat. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach. Supta Baddha Konasana. Close your eyes. Feel your breath in your stomach and feel your heart in your chest. Recentering our mind, recentering our breath, expressing gratitude to ourselves for being able to move, for being able to come on our mats and better ourselves. Take those thoughts of gratitude through the rest of your day. Big inhale here. On your exhale, you can close the legs back together, roll onto one side, and just make your way up to a seated position, whatever is most comfortable for you. Let's bring our hands to our heart, bow your chin towards your chest. Take a big inhale here, filling up with all positive energy and good affirmations. And take a full exhale out of the mouth, releasing anything that does not serve you. Thank you so much for joining me today and for sharing your practices with me.
The light in me appreciates and honors light in each and every one of you. Namaste.